It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Jets. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Howell, first play, going to throw it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First down, Howell to throw. Out route here, he finds Turner.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now 2nd and 3. A give left side to Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Howell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. McCole Hardman to return. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigs get at the 7-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I have.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now here's Samuel on the end around. 12 yards is the pickup there. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Well, what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 1st quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rodgers directing traffic. Going to change the play. Rodgers now to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll work down inside the 45. Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll run again here with Robinson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Here's 2nd and 3. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the 1st half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
21. Jets, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
You know the owner's got to be happy with that one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Jonathan Taylor, and all the way in, touchdown, New York. Jonathan Taylor, 70 yards, and the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Second down and a run by Robinson. There he goes, right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And McLaurin, the motion man right. On 1st down, Howell. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On the give, here's Robinson. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 22-yard line.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Rodgers now on 1st down.
On the slant, he's got Hardman.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Liz. Get right.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
3 brings up 3rd and 2.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Right now, you got 58. Line left. We are going.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Rodgers going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. They'll get 34 yards there.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this 1st half will come to an end. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. Here's Mecole Hardman taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now it's Rodgers.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Rodgers wants to change the look.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Inside.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Oko over here.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
112 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Kelly, don't let Kelly. Hey, flag.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And 9 yards to go.
26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently. Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Franklin Myers on the tackle. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
Off play action, it's Howell.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 65 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll go play action. Howell throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. One quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 29, here's second down and 1. Here's Samuel. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
On third down, Robinson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 151 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Howell throwing on first down here. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Howell, he'll look to throw it. That is caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
42, Jets 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
We are going. Look again.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Howell from the gun.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this off to Taylor.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. And this will be taken at the 13.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Howell changing the play here.
It's 2nd down.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And he'll find Gibson here complete.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on third down.
3rd and long. Here's Howell.
And that is incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Fourth down, Howell. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Rodgers.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And it's intercepted.
Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now official.